If you ever got C's in school, don't worry about it. We're gonna explore the lives of people who got the exact same grades you did. I was an A student anyway, so this video isn't for me. Anyway, let's get started.
In a candy factory,
Uh-huh.
full-time panning chocolate malt balls. I bet you smell delicious. You are doing God's work. D+ average in high school. Janitor. I was supposed to have potential, though. Just wander into some schools and solve math problems on the board.
There you go.
It'll move you up really quick.
There you
still
go.
do. I barely graduated high school, my grades were so bad. Spent a few years working at Walmart as a night crew floor waxer. A guy I worked with talked me into going back to school, so I went to community college. After years of taking courses, dropping out, transferring, changing majors, dropping out, taking more courses, etc. I finally got a liberal arts bachelor's degree and spent a few more years working at a camp and screwing around. Realized that a traditional path wasn't working for me, so I started teaching myself how to program through online courses, and 4 years later I started a software development.
So basically, everything he learned in school wasn't necessary because he taught himself how to program.
Career in my mid-30s. My salary more than quadrupled, and I enjoy my life for the most part. So far,
There you go. Life lesson.
so good. You never know what's gonna happen down the road. Had C's throughout high school. Dropped out of college after my freshman year. I currently work as an administrative assistant for a local government office, making $40K. I do
Is that good?
enjoy my job.
I don't know. I barely make any money. That seems good to me.
Love my coworker/boss, and I make enough to get by and still have fun money. Well, I was a top student all through high school. Got a university degree with a 3.0 GPA.
Okay.
And I'm also a Gov admin assistant making $40K/year. Listen here, kids, don't get a Bachelor of Arts unless you know what you're going to do with it.
Okay, that
Have
makes
A's in
sense.
high school and 3.6 in college. BS in accounting and making 2K less than both of you.
What?
Sweet.
I guess you don't need college. That's the moral of the story.
Dropped out of high school. Mostly got C's and D's. I just went to school until football was over. Lot of mistakes. Tried college but hated it. Since a lot of you are confused, I got my JED within 2 weeks of dropping out of high school because I knew I would always have to put it on a job application. Anyway, worked different blue collar jobs for the next 9 years. Delivered drywall for 3 years. Framing, siding, roofing, merchandising for soft drink company. Worked for a retiree's carpet cleaning business and tried to buy it. He wouldn't sell it. Ended up making me an offer on my last day with the company, but already had plans to move. Ended up moving down south and worked at a body shop washing cars while I took advantage of free college for state residents.
That's cool.
Took 4 years to get
Hold
a
on, guys. We're gonna have to
degree,
pause the stream real quick
so
for a
I could
sec.
go at my own pace.
Sorry. All right, we can continue now.
Ended with a 3.9. While going to school, got a job delivering parts around the hospital for it. Learned from them. Now I work in it, and it's the best job I ever had.
Hey, I
wasn't
work in
my 30s, wow.
it. All this journey to end up working in IT. It seems like the past 2 jobs where people have said they really like it, now work in it. Okay, maybe not IT. Maybe I'm just reading it that way. Took advantage of while working in school, got a job delivering parts around the hospital for IT or for it. No, he got out what I said twice.
Being about my algebra homework, but I'm thankful for the opportunity. I still see the drywall boom trucks loaded down on cold days, and
It seems
thank
like
God
the
I
tech
got out of that
jobs
hellhole.
are the most
That
paying
is
jobs
success
right
in
now.
my books. Love the underdogs. Comments like yours should be higher up. I guess people like easy success stories. Keep it up. Could not get higher than a C in maths. Couldn't get into the course I wanted. Now I work in a store. What store? The jerk store. An answer that actually reflects the vast majority. Finally, I got C grades. I'm dumb as a fox. Now
As a
I
fox?
earn 100K a year in some cool high-paid job.
How?
Bastards. Meanwhile, I'm here
Yeah,
in some
right.
average office job I hate. Bored out of my mind.
Same.
But I get paid, and I get drunk a lot.
Okay, I don't do that.
Joined the army for 8 years. Got out and got a degree in drafting technologies. I draw in ground pools, now making pretty decent money.
Hey!
Fellow drafter/designer checking in. Cool box. Hey,
Cool box.
Master designer/drafter checking in. Here's one I designed earlier. carpenter and professional snowboard patroller. I don't make that much money, but I have a reliable pickup truck,
Okay.
an awesome girlfriend who keeps bugging me for a ring, an awesome dog, a sweet home on a mountain, and I love my
Sometimes it's not about your job, but about the people you have
life.
in it.
World Chang a thing.
That's beautiful. I couldn't have said it better.
Always hated school, and still do. Had grades throughout. Now I'm a train conductor and I effing love it.
Oh,
What's it like?
train conductor?
What did you do to get the job? What's your salary like?
So many
The work
questions.
itself isn't too difficult. Just a lot of rules you need to memorize. The schedule is the hard part.
Okay.
I'm on call 247. 365 and spend a lot of time away from
Oh
home.
man, I guess
I've
if you
seen
really
a
love
lot
the job.
of families die fall apart and have personally lost several friendships
Aw,
because of it.
that's sad.
To get the job I interviewed, I'm sure it helped that I knew a guy in management, but I know guys that got the job that didn't. Otherwise, a lot of guys are ex-military. They put a ton of value on that. I make anywhere from 70k, 100k a year.
Whoa, that's a
depending on
lot,
how
but
much
you had to sacrifice so much of your life for it. So I guess you gotta weigh the pros and cons with everything.
I work. It's not bad at all, but we work for it. Oh my god. How do you get that job? Could I just go apply for a job at Amtrak and work my way up? Hell, any position that involves actually being on the train would be great. Also, it should be noted you have to pass a drug test anytime.
Easy, I don't
All
do
the
drugs.
time. Hair test, so you can't be screwing around on the weekends. Source, good friend is a train conductor. I like trains.
I like
Joined
trains.
Marines. After went to school, became EMT. And went through fire academy.
Okay.
Worked in ambulance. Now working in a psychiatric hospital.
Oh, that's
Will
cool.
be going to school for RN next year. Not doing too badly actually. I bounced around a lot as a younger man. Bike messenger.
What's a
waiter,
bike messenger?
Dishwasher. Was a medic. 911.
911.
I'm an IT. Self-taught computer nerd. Ride my bicycle all the time. And try to have fun as much as possible.
I should learn IT. All these
And I
people are
helped
learning IT.
raise a
It's
fine
making me
son
want to
along
learn.
the way. He's a man now and doing well. Off topic, but when did you first realize your son was now man? When he killed a bear with his bare hands. Once he demonstrated that he was as swift as a coursing river.
Gotta be
IT.
as swift as a coursing river.
Nerd checking in. What a great field. No one knows dick about computers. It's hilarious and lucrative.
Oh, I need to get it. I
never
need to get
applied
into that.
myself at school as it was more a social event than something I needed to do.
Sometimes it did feel like that.
Grade student checking in. I now work in my passion of motorsport, running international events such as the F1, earning fairly good money, and also have my own motorcycle shop.
What?
Asterisk, I started off in Australia, where grades in school mean a lot less than other countries such as France, where without a degree you are pretty much on minimum wage.
Same in America.
Awful student my whole life. I aspired to getting C's. I'm now a couple months away from getting my airframe and power plant mechanics certificate, and there are job offers everywhere.
Ooh, I don't even know what that is, but
Technical
cool.
school. I'm an attorney now. Poor grades through high school. Poor grades in undergrad. Poor grades in my master's program. Poor grades in law school. But you know what they call the person who passed the bar with the lowest score? An attorney. There's an old
Hey.
saying, there are smart doctors and there are dumb doctors. But there are no lazy doctors. Can verify. Terrible grades in med school. Took the medical licensing exam a couple of times for each step. Still a doctor. There are lazy lawyers though. Source, I'm lazy law student. Better call Saul. S all good. Man, my claim to fame is I was the dumbest engineer in my graduating class.
Hey,
I'm
sometimes.
still an engineer though.
Yeah,
Suck it,
sometimes you just gotta be the
overachievers.
dumbest one.
Hovering at B.
Somebody's gotta do it.
See, mostly stay at school till midnight every day to study. Some people are smart. I have to work hard. Sometimes I want to scream due to the fact that I have absolutely no free time.
That's part of, yeah, you have to sacrifice so much. Oh my gosh. That's why I'm here, making
It's
YouTube
okay.
videos.
Studying electrical engineering.
Instead of
graduating in 2 years.
educating myself, I
Hopefully
guess.
You'll be able to relax a little after school is over. BNC students in engineering are pretty common grades. You'll do fine, kid. The army.
The
Got
army.
A's throughout high
That's
school,
straightforward.
But scraped by with C's in college. Barely graduated. I never really felt like I needed to go to college, but completed it anyway for my helicopter parents. 27 now, running a small business online with some friends.
Must be
We've
nice.
been at it for 3 years and are making some serious headway. We all still have
They
regular
put in the work,
day
though.
jobs, but within the next year, our online business will become our full-time gig.
Oh, this was
Working
up.
for the government. I never went to college.
Mm.
My wife is a stay-at-home mom that attends college full-time. We have 2 young kids.
Okay.
I pay the mortgage, have 2 cars, eat out, drink beer, watch football.
How did you
and
afford
fish and
all
live
this?
A pretty good life for only 1 income. I was an awful student who got a nice job.
What government job do you have that pays that well? You gotta be like a politician or
working
something.
for the government, working with poop too, Joe. My parents always thought I was brighter than I was, because as a young
Man, this is really making me reflect on my life right now. I'm making terrible money.
I had a higher reading age than my classmates, and was a bit smarter at primary school. In secondary school and college, ages 11 to 18 for our American friends, I was average, C grade student. I think I got a B once. Part of it was for sure due to a lack of effort. If I could rewind time, I would work harder for sure. But some of it was definitely because I'm not as clever as people thought. I didn't go to university because at the time I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I still don't
spent
know.
about 5 years after school doing a low-paid, dead-end job before deciding I needed out. I took an IT course that I paid for myself and got
Everybody's taking these IT courses. I'm really tempted to do it
to
myself.
start a job in it. I'm now working in systems admin for a huge international company with a decent salary and good prospects. Some of my friends who did go to university are not working in the field they studied and are not earning as much as me. So in short, I'm doing okay considering. I know a C grade student, while he was in college anyways, who now makes $120K plus base working in marketing for a large software company.
Oh, marketing.
AI, does this
Yeah, they make good
company
money.
need an intern? AI, does this company need an underage
AI.
janitor? D grade student I was. Now I'm an investment manager. Don't let your grades get you down.
Hey.
Keep working hard and always push your employers to give you a promotion, but do work hard for it. I
Okay.
had solid C grades all throughout elementary school, largely through refusing to do any sort of practice homework, like problem sets. High school comes around, and the subject of what you're going to do when you grow up
I don't know.
comes up.
I never do.
realize that I'm pretty sure just about everything aside from video games. Writer for Esport Express. I'm sure it's tougher than you think to write articles filled to the brim with memes. Professional lazy person. Engineer.
Oh.
What's the cheapest, easiest, laziest way to do X? That is the question an engineer answers. At one of the
Maybe I should be an engineer. I'm pretty lazy.
top law schools in the country. Like a good racehorse, I turn it up late. I'm assuming you were a C student.
I should be a racehorse. There we go. Problem solved. I'll make so much money. You guys can place your bets on me. Don't actually. That was a joke. I don't condone any gambling or whatever.
before college, or got a really high LSAT, because at Harvard, for example, the median GPA is a 3.87, so it would be pretty hard to be a C student and get into one of the top law schools. Actually, you can go to lsac.org and you can see a grid that shows acceptance rates based on GPA and LSAT score. A lot of people with low GPAs get into good law schools because they hammered the LSAT.
Oh.
I was a B student, but I feel I still have a say in this.
I was an A student in high school, and then I was like a B, C person in college. I've been associates, but yeah, that's it. I'm not doing anything with it.
It's more a measure of how much effort you put in. A lot of people that wish at school 2.0 GPAs, around there, find themselves doing really well in life because they found something they truly enjoy in life and want to put the effort in to obtain it/keep it.
Smart.
Still in school, trying to change the C grade part of the C grade student. I was a A+ grade student.
A
and
is
I'm
me.
currently getting destroyed by my C grade student wife, who is currently making 200K
What?
a year,
How?
on her way to 350K.
What the frick?
Sometimes
How?
Intelligence, responsibility, and dedication are not enough. You have to have the balls and social acumen to push
Okay, yeah. I don't have the social skills to advance my career.
yourself in a position to succeed. I did an apprenticeship in automotive manufacturing and about to start a degree in nursing. So what I'm reading from this thread, C students do fine, and it doesn't matter. Maybe what you're actually reading in this thread is called a selection effect. You must be one of those A students. You have to realize that the ones that didn't amount to anything won't post in this thread.
That's
think
true.
It's more likely that they are the ones upvoting all of the others who ended doing fine. It probably makes the average C student, who didn't amount to anything, feel a little better about their lives. It can be more difficult to start a career if you don't do well in school. Once you have your foot in the door, grades no longer matter though. That's
Okay.
the degree you earned will continue to matter if your career has any kind of advancement path.
I have to get a degree.
The average student don't think I got A's in high school in any major classes except maybe once, and definitely was a C/C in math, Latin, my foreign language, chemistry, and a bunch of others. Trend continued in college. I was a physics major, but got C's in many of my courses, and basically finished with a 3.0 average because of my minor electives and such.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm now doing a PhD in astronomy because it turns out I'm crap in school and didn't test well and can be lazy about things I don't care about.
Yep, that's me.
But
I'm pretty
I can
lazy
really work hard on things
about things I don't care about.
So while I got C's in Latin,
That's
it was
exactly me.
because I was too busy reading about stars, or building radios, or writing my own webzine, what have you. I seriously don't recommend going through stuff this way though, as you have to work a lot harder to make up for the stuff you're bad at, and in hindsight I was very lucky with finding people who would take a chance on me, even though I never had good grades. Or as my brother and I agreed, in high school it was not at all obvious if I would become a successful adult or end up in my parents' basement. It can be very hard to tell if a kid is just a slacker or just not letting schooling interfere with their education.
Dang, that's deep.
Same place as A-grade students. C's get degrees. You may get the same degree regardless of your grades.
Facts.
But grades are extremely predictive of your future salary.
How's that?
Higher GPA in high school is correlated with higher earnings in adulthood.
Is this factual?
I was a C-grade student and
Where's the
didn't go
evidence?
to
Source?
college.
Source, bro?
I had a bunch of disposable jobs in my late teens and early 20s. At 25 I moved to the US and set a goal of being CTO of an internet company within 10 years.
Dang.
I started plugging in computers for a company that was hiring massively and worked my way into a sysadmin job, then managed a team. I made CTO for a small internet company in 9 years and helped them grow into an 8-figure business.
Dang,
Today
boy.
I have multiple businesses in several industries. None are huge yet, but my income level puts me in a comfortable position financially, and I have
All
a
these
life
success
that high
stories
school
are getting me inspired.
couldn't dare imagine. Actually, I find it hard to imagine now. All that said, I had a diagnosed dad. If I had the resources available today, I absolutely would have worked harder in school and would have loved an app. I really feel I missed out on college and often wonder how much easier and how much further down the path I would have been. My current 10-ish year goal is to retire in my early 50s and go to law school for fun. My life is amazing. I make
ITT?
$200K a year
Whoa!
and have a beautiful wife and a boat. I'm suicidal.
Oh.
I had C's and D's
Okay.
and punched all my teachers in the face and dropped out and was in gangs. Now I make $500K owning 5 companies.
What?
And I'm F-ing your wife. Got booted out
It's hard
of
to believe that one.
Didn't get any grades. Worked a
'Cause
few
I don't
gigs
have a wife.
jobs for a while whilst living at the seaside. Then decided to pay to go to university as a mature student. Got a job as a games developer for a while. Now work as an iPhone app developer for a large financial company
pretty
in
cool.
London. There are people
See,
I
all
still
these jobs where people are succeeding, they're all tech jobs. Take notes. Me, I gotta take notes on
know
myself
from
too.
school who are
I need a
straight A
tech job.
Students are single parents living on the dole or in prison. Living a C-grade life, it's actually pretty cruisy, and you know you can just try harder and do better, but there's more fun things to do right now. You're only young once. Yo,
Facts.
yo. I feel
Yo.
like this thread is full of the small few who get great jobs after being a C student. Getting into a good college is very hard being a C student nowadays.
That's true.
I was a below C student. Actually almost failed my senior year of high school and would have had to retake it hadn't it been for my one buddy giving me all his homework to copy. Tried doing college twice and dropped out, and currently I'm living on my own. Have a job making enough to live without difficulties. I have pets, a car, and still have enough to fulfill my hobbies.
Oh, that's cool.
I wish I would have a salary and a degree, but I'm happy with where I'm at.
Okay.
Teaching C-grade students.
Teaching C grade students. That's the best way to end it. So we're gonna like and subscribe to Best Posting Comments. An amazing channel. Let's actually see what the comments are saying. D grader here, drifted for years, got diagnosed with ADHD at 22, enrolled in college, then law school with the first class honors. Earn a huge salary. So long as you don't wallow in self-pity and misery after failing at school and take smart steps towards a future, you're fine. Dropped out of high school in 11th grade, got a GED, went to community college, worked in auto repair, so I was going to become a mechanic or welder. Mechanic or welder. Found interest in science courses. Fast forward, many, many years later, I'm a physician now. That's pretty cool. It's not easy, but it's obtainable. Guess I got to get started on my ITT degree right now. IT degree. So that's all I have for you guys in terms of this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button. Give it a subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.